Good evening, and welcome to the first broadcast live match here on OSC YouTube for the 2018-19 online snooker club season. First frame, Mohamed Fazi on the table, and his opponent is Rafat El Hagan. This match is the quarterfinal winners bracket, meaning both players won their first round one match, and so are playing here for a place in the semi-final. The loser will go into the losers bracket round 2. Eight players began, 4 matches. The 4 winners from that match went into the winners bracket, and the 4 losers went into the losers bracket. And within the losers bracket, if one of the players who lost their first match lose a second match, as happened with Jamie Anderson, they are eliminated. And so players who don't lose more than once will stay in and go through 3 rounds to get into the semi-final. 0-0. First to 4. Mohamed Farsi will be slight favourite for this. Very strong player. Raphael Hagen. Looking to scupper Mohamed's strengths. And will use tactics of safety first and opportunity second. And he's in an opportunity at the moment. .16 break. You can either just hold where the black is now or push the white forward to go for the red next to the pink into the top left in terms of position. And that's what he's done. He's maybe went for one of the other reds. There's a possible red into the top center. And then there's the red closest to the white into the top left. But he likes the, well, he looks as though he liked the look of the one into the middle, but this one on the left-hand cushion seemed to be the best bet. He's not checked if the pink will go into the same pocket. So perhaps he feels it does, or he'll, well, he played it in a way which moved into the pink, but it didn't land very well. And I think the yellow was a security if that didn't go right, which it didn't. So he needs to hit it softly here, though, and stay roughly where the yellow is. So he has the red into the bottom left. Oh, he's hit it too far. Too much, sorry. Oh, no, he's got a red on below the black. So still continues the break. 26 break now. Good shot. Cannoning in onto the red. Holding off the black. And he's got lots of opportunity here. Oh, was in an awkward position, but he needed to negotiate that white into a better position than what he's landed in. He's got a tricky cut now into the top left. Could have been better. He gets it. Now, has he had any luck? He has. That's good. Now he's going to have to screw back here or stun it to move the white towards the bottom center pocket for red down into the left pocket, or he can screw back as he's done there. Lovely shot. And Rafat showing a good skill set here, for a good break building skill set here. He seems to be in control of the white. Black into the top left now and bring the white towards this bottom cushion. Or you could try and screw back again for that red into the top left and go behind the pink with the white. He has got the red on the bottom cushion as an option, but that right pocket is inconsistent, so 2 more reds left. No. So 49 break there for Rafat, a good start for him, and he's in good condition for this first frame of the Kaspersky Riga Masters. As Mohammed pushes the red towards the bulk area and putting the white relatively safe on the opposite side of the table. Safety will be key here for Rafat. $34 points the difference, 43 left on the table. That's not too bad. There's a possible cut into the bottom left for the red on the left-hand cushion, but very risky shot. So Mohammed choosing to send the white back down to the black cushion. So this will be a matter of who makes the first mistake, or who can make a great snooker. That's a nice shot. Although Fawzi has a better angle here now to go for this red. You can play it in a soft power. So should it not go into the pocket, it should wobble and then move to safety. So a possible shot to nothing here. Or he could hit it straight on, and he's gone for it and he's missed it. And it looks as though it's turned out okay for him. Half snookered on that red he went for. Mohammed went for, sorry. Rafat now needs to be careful here. That red is over the pocket, so I'm presuming he's going to play pretty soft here. He's not going to send the white up to the bulk area, because that will give Fawzi a chance on that red into the bottom left. And it's a nice shot there on the object red he was going for, putting it beyond the pink, so blocking Mohammed's attempt at it and just leaving him the option to move that red and take away that element of danger that is apparent in this particular situation. Possible double here for Mohammed. That would be risky. He could send the white back towards the pink, or he could send the white towards the bulk area. Took a long time. He went for the double. He's got it. Good job he did, though, because it wasn't safe. Rafat would have had a red into the middle. And now he's got a relatively easy pink here. And he's just got to make sure he doesn't obscure the red with the pink going on the black spot. And he hasn't. He's managed to cover the black spot enough for the pink to go on the blue. So work still to do for Mohamed Fawzi here. So red goes in. Pink or black an option now. He just needs to get on to the yellow. Brown is the only ball really that might be slightly difficult in terms of clearing up from this position. Oh, left himself too close to the cushion. I have limited control now of that white. He's not able to screw back. He's going to have to maybe hit it quite hard to force the white into a position. But no, he's missed the yellow. So just that positional shot from the black. Put Mohamed in a little bit of difficulty there. Made it much harder for him. Now Rafat's going to put Mohamed into a snooker here. Behind the green, send the yellow down towards the pink and hopefully past the pink. There it goes. That's a good shot. Relatively easy shot to make, but you never know. You have to. The snooker's been made, and that's the main thing. 56 points to Rafael Hagen, 37 to Mohamed Fawzi. Winners bracket round 2 of the Kaspersky Riga Masters quarterfinal. And Mohamed doesn't reach the yellow, so 4 points. So the difference now is 23 points, and there's 27 on the table. Rafat could play shot to nothing here, attempt the yellow into the bottom left, and send the white towards the brown, behind the brown and blue and green. And if he does pot it, he might have an angle to go for the green as well. Oh, and he's missed the yellow, and he's hit the edge of the bottom center pocket. But it's relatively safe, although Mohamed Fawzi has a high level and could possibly attempt the pot, but he hasn't. He's gone for safety and trying a snooker behind the brown. But it's not worked out for him, and he's going to find himself in another snooker here. Medium shot pace. Just follow through with the white big to leave it behind the brown and send the yellow down the other side of the table. Well, he didn't need to hit it as hard, but it's still just as potent in terms of the shot now Mohamed has. It probably would have been more easier. Probably made it a little bit more easier with it being in the same half of the table. Maybe a bit more power sending it to the other side would have been slightly more difficult. In saying that, though, it gives Rafat a better opportunity to clear up now. 27 points the difference. 27 on the table. So this yellow to leave Mohammed Farzin even a snooker. No. So will Mohammed Farzi go for snookers here? He can put all balls and be level. But perfect opportunity to make a snooker, so that would be the best shot to make. Rafat looking at the angle into the bottom centre pocket, possibly looking to maybe try for a pot as well. The angle he's looking at there, though, seems to be wayward. Doesn't seem to be anywhere near to hitting the yellow. Slightly moving it to the more better position. Looks, but now you could tell really that it was too far away, so got his angles wrong there and he's fouled it. White's been put back. A free ball in the D spot for Mohammed Farzi, who now has an easy yellow. So this will be about getting position onto the green. And if you can get roughly between the pink and the yellow, as you see it now, get the white in that type of position, that would be the perfect spot for Farzi, because then it would just be a matter of rolling the green in and having the brown and blue ready to be potted and to finish off. He's changed it back towards green here, near the green. So let's see what position he gets. He tries a bit of a screw back, but he's done it too far. So didn't judge the screw back as what he would have wished. Now just a soft power here. Obviously you have to pot the green, but soft power will maybe leave the white in a good position for the brown. And good pot. Being off the cushion, it was a decent pot there. Still close to the cushion though, so should be potted. But it's still a risk. And he's got it. And now this blue, very straight on the blue here, so maybe he could push the white to be snookered on the whichever pocket he chooses between with the pink for security. That's a good pot there though. The pot went in, but it wouldn't have would have left Rafa on if he'd missed it. He's got an awkward pink now. Now will he try for this? He needs both balls. No. Went for it. Now, opportunity for Rafat here, just needs the pink. No need to worry about position on the black, although it is a natural position to be on the black into the top middle, but pink into the top right here. Will he go for it? He does, and he's got it. Is it pretty soft, so the black wasn't, but that's basically it. Rafat Elhagen takes frame one. and just hits the black, as Mohammed surely will just finish this black off and we'll move on to frame 2. So that's first frame to Rafa. Slightly surprising. And let's just have a look at the situation. We have the result so far. Alan Lockett beat Preben Sund. We'll go back to that in a moment, but that's the current position. Match in progress. Mohammed Farsi losing 1-0 to Rafael Hagen. As frame 2 begins, let's just have a quick look at the other scores. Quarter final, round 2, winners bracket. He doesn't want to change for some reason. So Alan Lockett beat Mushtaq Hamid 4-0. Rafael Hagen beat Chris Stedman 4-2. Jamie Anderson lost 4-1 to Preben Sund. Mo beat Mike Mora 4-1. And then in round 2, the winners bracket, Preben Sund lost to Alan Lockett 4-2 after leaving the match. And Jamie Anderson lost to Mushtaq Hamid. So Mushtaq goes into the losers bracket round 2. And there is another match going on at the moment, but there's no confirmation by any players there. So we'll have to find out what that is later on. Now let's go back to the game. Mohammed Farsi on the table. On a 12 break, I'll be looking to put his mark on this match in this frame. Being 2-0 down will both give him a little bit of insecurity and his opponent some confidence. And the mental aspect of the game is very important, especially when the skill set between players is relatively the same, although in this case Mohammed will have a slightly better skill set. Missed there by El Hagen, and is now left red into the top center pocket, or the red near the bottom right pocket. So maybe a little bit too confident there for Rafa. He mustn't lose the advantage he's made from that first frame victory. and just leave opportunities for Mohammed to get his confidence back. Not that he's lost it necessarily, but another win in this frame for Rafat, or a bit of a struggle, would have put Mohammed in a position of wariness. First to 4, don't forget, and 2-0, a 2-0 lead. Excuse me. Can make a real difference to the way one plays, especially if, as is the case, Rafat will have no real hope of winning the match. On paper, Mohammed should win 8 times out of 10 based on recent form and the history of the players. Mohammed has controlled the table now. 15 break. Red into the centre pocket here, but you can maybe cut back off the cushion for the pink. I presume he's going to hit this quite hard though. No, he's gone for the pink. So it's a slightly thin cut. He's looking at the blue though. Gonna have to get this right straight on, but it is risky, and that's what he's thinking. And they might be deciding just to play safe here. But Mohammed showing his signs of caution. And Mohammed just playing that shot in a way. I actually didn't see that last shot. I was looking at something else, but I'm presuming he's played a safety shot or missed. Oh, he's opened the black up. I didn't actually see that what he did, whether he was just opening the black up or he attempted the black. So, and Rafat has left another chance. That's a strange shot. And Rafat's last 2 shots have been unforced errors. And Mohammed will say, "Thank you very much, sir." Mohammed now 46 points in the lead. Nice cannon on the reds there. Has red into the top middle and moved the pink into play. Follow through on the pink. No, he tried to screw it back. Play for the black. And just this black needed. My calculations are correct. As long as Mohammed doesn't foul here, he's won the frame. So in a sense, Rafa is just needs to think about those 2 unforced errors that he made. And so Mohammed Fawzi equalises, and it's now 1-1. Let's take a look at we just heard confirmation of another match that was going on, Chris Stedman and Mike Mora. And let's take a look at that. Mike Expeditious Mora's won 4-2. So Mike Mora will go into the semi-final to play Alan Lockett. Just waiting for confirmation of that. Mushtaq Hamid is waiting for the winner of this match playing between Mohammed Fawzi and Rafael Hagen. No points scored so far, so just have another look at that, at the results. 50% of all matches have been played now. Semi-final will be confirmed shortly. I'm just waiting for the match. After this one here, PBS. Right, okay, so that one will be deemed as forfeit, so that 4-0 forfeit for Priebus Sund, who was withdrawn after last night's match between Alan Lockett, with Alan Lockett. Unfortunate situation there, but that's what had to happen. And that score there is 1-1 now. And we'll be back on the game shortly. And we can have a look at the game now. So 11 points in front for Rafa Elhagen. Oh. Wayne Kent has joined the room, just letting him know that that's the situation. And I'll just be pausing my commentary for the moment, but you can still continue to watch the game as Mohamed Fawzi is on the table. But I'll be back shortly. And I'm back on in the commentators box. Still playing for control of the table. So the loser of this will play Mushtaq Hamid. And for a place in the semi-final. Mike Mora has had a a bye into the semi-final due to Preben Sun's withdrawal. Chance here for a red into the bottom left. No. So both players finding their feet in this third frame. Slightly freezing there, apologies. I am just looking at some information here. My full concentration is not on the match at the moment. I'm trying to keep an eye on both, but obviously, hopefully you can see the game as it progresses. No one really had an opportunity to do some damage in this frame, as Forzi looks to play a safety shot. The aim here is to get that white behind that green or brown. He's clipped the blue there, so chance for Rafat. Or this red below the pink. And I'm back with you now, fully concentrated on the match. Good pot there by Rafat. Using it quite soft, so he has position on the pink, which he pots as well. The position on the red, though, after that wasn't great. There's a slightly risky shot here. And that's the result. Shot to nothing. Relatively safe after that shot. Just taking a slight pause from commentary. We'll be back in a minute or so. Raphael Hagen on the table. Go for a pot here. Now he can have a look at see if he fancies that blue. If he does, you can go for it and see if you can push the white into the red area. If not, he can play a snooker. Playing a snooker has a lot of advantages here because Mohamed Farsi would be in difficulty in terms of controlling where the white lands, and it's more than likely to give Rafat a better chance of making a break, a bigger break, than he would risking the blue and seeing where he lands for the next red. So off 2 cushions here for Farsi, and that's a very good shot, to be fair. Did it in a way where the white would hit the reds and then move back up the table, and that's what he was looking for. So that's a very, very good shot by Mohamed Farsi there. Good control of the cue ball. And it's run out of time for El Hagen. He's saying it's freezed. Well, he's back. So Rafat's back on. I was suggesting 2 more to, if you couldn't see his cue, if a player can't see their cue, there is some sense of freezing that indicates some sense of freezing. So if the opponent can foul and then refresh the app, so to speak, while it's in play, that can give the player who is frozen access again. But Rafat seemed to come on. "19 points to El Hagen, 13 points to Mohamed Farsi. 1-1 in frames, first to 4, Kaspersky Riga Masters 2018-19, first tournament of the OSC 2018-19 season, quarter-final, winners bracket round 2, replacing the semi-final. And tried the plant there, El Hagen. It's not worked out for him though. Mohamed now has the table. The black is in a difficult position. He could possibly try to move into the black here, or obviously if not, he's going to bring it back into the bulk area, look for the pink or the blue or any of those colours, so he can get in a position to make a break. But he's tight on the cushion. He has the green. Green is good for sending the white into the reds. Oh, he's looking at the brown though. The brown might ricochet off the yellow. That's the risk for this shot. Lots of top. He decided just to move forward slowly, and he has that red above the pink spot. "18 points to 19, 1 point difference. So nothing in it at the moment. And he's played for the long pink. Deep screw here around the top middle area and beyond for the red into the bottom left. And then he'll be on the pink after this shot, and if you get a good angle on the pink, whereas moving to the left of the table after the attempt on the pink, he's a bit straight. He wanted a bit of an angle there, maybe more to the right, and then he could have moved into those reds. So could maybe deep screw it. Depends how straight he is. Doesn't seem to be anything on in particular. There's the red above the black. So yeah, just gone a bit too far there. Wanted to stay closer to the cushion, left cushion. And now this shot needs to be done correctly here. Not easy, these shots. He's got it. A little bit more pace might have created more chance for him, but got a difficult pink here and no real next red. That could be good in a way. He can attempt the pink, knowing that he's not going to really leave anything on, and concentrate on the pot and then just play safe. Or you can put a bit of top on it. No, he's gone for the middle to move on for that red, but he's missed it. So what have we learnt so far in this match? Well, Rafael Hagen is not here just to make up the numbers. We can see that. And Mohamed Farsi not really in full gear. So in a sense, we could say Rafa is restricting Farsi to play his real game. Farsi is a little bit cautious. Red into the bottom left for Rafael Hagen from Saudi Arabia. Winner of 4 OSC titles. Maybe we can have a look at the Roll of Honor in a moment. So no red on here. That's potable, so safety shot. Cannon the red. That is below the black spot. Can hit the red onto the black so the red doesn't expose itself over the top left-hand pocket and send the white round the table behind the blue. Gets the hit off the black, but the pace of the white wasn't right. We really need a 34-35% power for that kind of shot. Possibly 35%, given that it was close to the cushion, the white. And now Mohamed checking if that black will go into the top left after he pots this red, but it doesn't really matter. He's got the pink if he needs it. Follow through for the pink into the middle, top middle. That's what he's done. Can go around with the white, the red that's tight, well, close to the left cushion. As Rafael Hagen indicates, he's going to have to restart after this frame. And that just reminds me, if Rafael Hagen did request to play this match over 2 sessions, given that Rafa has problems with his eyes, and it's very difficult for him to see after roughly about 3 frames. And Rafat plays a snooker behind the yellow. And Rafat's having difficulty with his speed. Good shot by Fawzi there. And that too, if you're looking at the table chat, was Rafat's. Well, I don't really know what the two. I was thinking it was because he was going for the yellow, but it wasn't in a snooker. Perhaps indicates the slowness of his internet connection, but we'll just have to see. Rafat's just come to the table now with his cue after 20 seconds. So his connection must be very slow. And will he have time to play this shot? He does, and he's got control of the table now. Although the remaining red is not really in a potable position. So he could play a snooker. Even though he's got the black there for another 7 points, maybe playing the snooker would be more advantageous. Leaving Mohammed in a snooker and letting Raf pick up the pieces, see if any opportunities arise. But he decided to go for the black and see if he could force the white near the red. He's left himself in a snooker though now. So, in a sense, Mohammed has the advantage here. And the pot decision by Rafat wasn't the correct one. Although it does bring him within 5 points, so there's all speculation really. We'll have to see. And Rafat does hit the red, but he's left a chance for Mohammed. And if he can pot this, he can play it in a way and take the white forward, and it will be on the pink and the yellow. And the green's in a good position, and the brown. And that's all he would need. So looking back, the decision to pot the black may not have been the right one. And he's gone a bit too far there. He's got the green though, or the blue. Just a soft hit on the green here. Be on the yellow automatically. The green will be on its spot. So you'd have to give Mohammed the position of being favourite to win this third frame. Good position on the yellow here. Just to stun back slightly for straight green. No, he's decided just to play it, just roll it in. And now he's going to have to go off 2 cushions to get position on the brown into the same pocket that he's potting the green in. Would have liked to have been a little bit further. It's not an easy shot this, but it's potable. And just a soft pace will leave him with a chance on the blue. And he gets it. So this is the crucial shot. A natural angle will give him position on the pink anyway. So if he pots this blue, it should be framed to Mohammed Fawzi. Yes, he's got it. So Mohammed Fawzi takes the lead as Rafat is going to restart. So we've got another frame to come once Rafat has finished it off. So Rafat loses that frame and he's going to restart. And while we're waiting, we can have a look at some statistics. Let's just take a look at the scoreboard. (2-1) to Mohammed Farsi. And we can take a look at the Roll of Honor. I'll be interested just to clarify how many titles Rafa Elhagen has won. As we wait for Rafat to come back. So let's take a look at the Roll of Honor there. So the last tournament that was played was the World Championship. The top left there, which Jasper Koosman won over Mike Mora. And if we look down the Roll of Honor on the right, we see Rafa Elhagen has 3 titles, 3 titles and 5 runners-up spots. At the top there we see Herman Eriken with 18 titles, way out in the lead there. 2 runners-up. Jamie Anderson has 12 titles to his name and 8 runners-up spots. And then we go right back to Peter Stevens with 6. And yeah, Mohammed So as we wait for Rafa Elhagen, we can see, just go over the results again. Quarterfinal losers bracket round 2 is given to Mike Mora, and that's the current match in progress. As we move closer now to the semi-finals. Now, regarding the semi-finals, let's just have a look at something here. If I can. It's a semi-final bracket. So we have 2-1 here to Mohammed over Rafat. The winner of that will go through to the semi-final. Alan Lockett is already into the semi-final. And the one highlighted there, Mushtaq Ahmed won Jamie Anderson 4-0. He went into the loser bracket round 2, and he will play the loser of Mohammed and Rafat. Chris Stedman lost to Mike Mora this evening, and Mike went into the losers bracket round 2 here, but because Preben's son was withdrawn, Mike Mora was given that match, so he goes into the semi-final. So we're just looking for one more semi-final spot, and that will be decided by Sunday. Sorry, by the deadline for that is Wednesday, but I'm pretty sure it'll be played before that. So it'll be Mushtaq Hamid versus either Mohammed Farsi or Rafael Hagen, the loser of tonight's match. I'm pretty sure that will be played probably tomorrow or Monday. I can't see them waiting any longer than that. So we should have semi-finals by Tuesday at the least. And we just need to understand who will play who. And they're back now on the table. So a decision about the semi-finals will be made after this match in terms of who will play who. So frame 4. 2-1 to Mohammed Farsi. No. Attempt at the red there. Good position on the black. Should he have potted it? Sorry, Rafael Hagen. And now Mohammed has an opportunity. Most of the reds are still stacked together, so he's going to have to find a way at some point to open those reds if he can continue with the break. He's got 2 loose reds he can go for. And he's pushed 1 red back into the pack. But it should be potable, actually. Well, the red, that loose red is not. So that red he touched, which is at the far left of that pack, technically will go in and it would open the reds. But as Mohammed has shown this evening, he's playing a very cautious game. Let's just go back to that roll of honour and see Mohammed Farsi. How many Mohammed Farsi's won? And he's won 2. That's on the right there. No, he's won 2, and he's won 2 titles. 8 points to 5, roughly on the table. Opportunity, you could screw back here into the pack, open a few reds up. No, he's decided just to play for the reds available. I have to play for the yellow here, or blue, depending on what he does with the white. So end of break there. Unless he tries to the red closest to the top left. Well, he's looking at seeing possible plant. So obviously he's going to try and play it around the table into the bulk area, the white. Just looking at where the red's destinations may lie. And that's not a very good shot, I'm afraid. Not enough pace on the white. Good shot to leave him on the pink. Doesn't have the blue though. He's missed it. So a chance for rough that. Lots of top on this to take the white on the other side of the table for the pink or the blue. Doesn't want to hit it softly here. And he's got a thin cut on the pink. But he won't really have much control over the white. Could hit the green or the brown. And it has. No, he does have the red next to the right of below and right to the black. Gets the pot, lucky not to be on the black. He played it quite nicely there, give him the chance to be on the black. Good pace. But just a red has blocked his path towards the black, and now he's going to have to play safe, and he's in a snooker, so he's going for the green here. That's turned out quite nicely. Good shot. Decent shot by Mohammed, although there is a red open. And that's a good pot. Got the black or the pink. Oh, unlucky. No, nothing on. Must have been a bit too straight. I think the black would have probably been best option there in terms of moving into the reds and creating more options, but he's going to screw back here or touch it. So it's a 20-point lead, does Rafa Elhagen, which is not too bad. Gives him a bit of a cushion. As long as he continues to make the right shot selection and be relatively cautious, as Rafa naturally does, could take this frame all the way. And Mohammed's left him on here. Wasn't the greatest of shots. And now Rafat can pick up these pieces and add to his tally. No. And where's that red going? No. I'm just going to refresh my screen. Seems to be going pretty slow here. Let me just refresh it for a moment. Won't be 2 seconds. Well, that was a strange shot, what he was attempting to do there. He now can't pot the black. I don't know if he was aware of that or just a lack of concentration, but the red into the bottom left would have been the one. He would have had the pink or the black. Now he's just going to have to play safe, or if he attempts this brown and doesn't get it, well, he has got it. So when you can rely on a good skill set, when you're a good potter, those are the advantages you have over other players. Now's the pink, which will open up the other reds conclusively. There's a slight angle for this red into the top left. Just a little screw back for the pink. Not a hard shot here, just a soft shot. No, he's followed through. And it's not the greatest position. Looking at the black, it's quite straight, so probably look attractive to Mohammed rather than the pink. Nope. So Mohammed not able to take advantage of that opportunity. Rafael Kagan back on the table now with a beautiful table. In essence, Rafa should clear up here. Although I don't think he's at that stage in terms of the level that he can play yet. It would be, one would have to give Rafa considerable praise if he was able to finish the match off here. I'm pretty sure Mohamed Fawzi could do it, and the players a tier above him, possibly more. Rafael Ging is still yet to prove that he has that capability, but we can see now this is a slight difficult position here. He's going to have to pay a plant, so already he's gone out of position. Granted, of course, Rafat does have issues with his eyes, and he has played 4 frames now, so that's a good shot, good plant. And now he's got the black, or the green, or the blue. Blue may be a good option here because the red is over the pocket here, the black, so easy black, easy blue, and just get the white into the middle of the table somewhere. He could have potted that red and used the black to keep on the table, but he chose to pot the black, and this is quite an easy shot, so not too bad for Rafa. He just needs to make sure. Well, that's a nice shot. He's got position on the pink now. And he can follow through on this pink. He could slightly stun it just below the center spot of the white, and he's gone a bit astray. I'm going to say a slight stun with lots of power could have directed the white to the right and give him the angle he needed for that red. Now he's going to have to play safe. Try and get it on the opposite cushion. Snooker behind the pink. Be my first thought of what to do here. Oh, and he's put the white into the pocket. So Mohammed Fawzi now with a great chance. $25 points the difference. 26 points now. Oh, 20, is it 24? Yeah, 24. It was 24. Now 17. Good position off this yellow. If you can pot it, would be crucial. But he's not got it. It's potable. Doesn't really have to worry about position on the brown. Just concentrate on the pot. He should be on. if you can pot this green, but it is slightly risky. He's got it. He's got a brown now into the middle. Blue's over the pocket. Needs all balls though. Frame 4, sorry. Kaspersky Riga Masters. And needs to get position on this pink. Looks like a good pace. Oh, it's just slightly gone over. A good attempt. But now he's got a decision to make. Should he go for it or not? And also he's got to keep on for the black. And he's got it. Brilliant play by Mohammed there. Good pink, good pace. He's got a relatively easy black. So this black for frame 4 to make it 3-1 and needing just one more frame to go through to the semi-final. Rafael Hagen, should he lose this match, does have another chance. He's not been beaten yet. So, frame to Mohammed. And actually, that was the last frame. Rafa has just said that was the last one for tonight. And so that's the end of this session. So it's 3-1. And that session will probably be played tomorrow, the remaining session. There will be questions for Rafa, though, in terms of when he lets a player know. Obviously, if he has a kind of an issue in terms of playing certain amount of frames, I think just waiting for Rafa to say when he wants to stop or not gives Rafa a slight advantage, because obviously, say Rafa was winning 3-1 and had just won this frame, would he still have decided to carry on or not? So there's that issue. I think what it needs to be is that if Rafa is saying that he wants to play over 2 sessions, and he needs to make it clear to his opponent how many frames they're going to play tonight and how many frames they're going to play in session 2. Just gives not on purpose necessarily, but it just gives Rafa a slight advantage by default if he's going to just decide when to stop or carry on. So that's something that Rafa will be spoken to about, and just see where he feels on that. As we just finally, before we end the broadcast, we'll just have a look at the scores and situation. The score will come through shortly as you look at the scoreboard. Oh, the game has to be finished tomorrow as the deadline is tomorrow, so we know that. So they're well within the time scale of finishing the match, but it's just this match left now for this section of the quarterfinal. There you go, 3-1. And you see Alan Lockett beat Mushtaq Hamid 4-0. Rafa Elhagen beat Chris Stedman 4-2. Jamie Anderson was beaten 4-1 by Priebus Sund. Mike Mora lost 4-1 to Mo. The winners went into the winners bracket, and Priebus Sund lost to Alan Lockett after leaving the match mid-session. Mushtaq beat Jamie Anderson 4-0 in the losers bracket and sent Jamie Anderson out of the tournament. And as we saw, Chris Stedman was beaten tonight by Mike Mora. So that's the end of this broadcast. Thank you for listening, watching, exploring, and we'll be back again, I'm sure, another time to catch up with one of the matches. That's the end of this broadcast. Keep playing, keep practicing, and thanks for watching again.